Right, today, so we are, I think, number 3 in the series now. So we're going to go over to Herne Bay. The gym actually opens on a soft opening on Saturday, so 2 days time. So you might say, oh, what's a soft opening? A soft opening is anybody who has signed up to the memberships or the annual membership will be able to train from this weekend, but we're not actually open to the public, so you can't come and do a day pass or anything like that. If you want to come on a trial, you have to come with somebody who is a member at the moment, just because everything's not in there yet. We're missing Prime, we're missing Atlantis. Both are actually on freight on the way over to us now as we speak, or as you listen to this. So by the middle of October, everything will be in and will be open by the end of October. But there's been a few bits that have been done since we were over there last. The wallpapering has been done. So on the front of the desk, there's a nice bit of wallpaper there. There's a few more bits of kit in there as well. So I'm actually going to train over there as well today, because there's a few more bits of kit, and just make sure that the kit is done up correctly and everything like that. So going to head over there shortly and do that. At the minute, I've got my pre-meal, which is mixing the cinnamon cereal cream of rice with the salted caramel whey. That's a fucking banging combination as well. If you haven't tried that combination, then try it, because it's fucking unreal. And with, again, 20 grams of almond butter in there. And I've been having these chocolate covered rice cakes as well, 4 pre and then 4 post as well, just to add in some more calories, and they taste really good as well. So gonna get this done now, head over to Herne Bay again so you can see the changes that we've made. The desk now is all set up, everything's all good to go. Got a couple of calls to make actually in the meantime, so we'll show you those. But other than that, yeah, enjoy the video. So this week has been eventful. It's been good for me, to be honest. We had a good show over the weekend. We had 5 people compete, all won at the 2 bros, so 5 people, 5 winners. We had a young lady do Fit X who won the overall as well. We had another young lady do Fit X and came second. So out of the 7 people that competed, 6 of them won, and 1 of them came second. We had 2 overalls, 1 at 2 bros and 1 at Fit X as well, as I said. Overall wellness winner who was Brittany, and overall Fit X winner who was Tony. So Tony actually got a year's sponsorship with Supplement Needs. So that's really good for her, because that will save her a hell of a lot of money over the year. Probably save her a couple of grand over the year. So yeah, that's a really good prize. People kicking off a little bit because of the 2 bros venue. To be honest, once you got over the fact that you was in a field, it was absolutely fine. Like the stage was fine, the lighting was fine. Like people saying there wasn't places to sit, there was places to sit. Obviously I didn't stand up all day. No, neither did any of the other spectators. But yeah, no, obviously a lot of people who didn't win are probably moaning, or people who maybe won and they were the only person in their class, which obviously 2 bros can't help that. But yeah, loads of people are moaning at the minute. But as I said, once you got over the fact that, yeah, it was more of an initial shock. Oh, okay, this is where the show is. And once you got over that fact that, okay, well, this is where the show is, and you just got on with it, like, it was absolutely fine. Like, there was no problem at all. Not that I saw anyway. Obviously, I'm only speaking from my experience and the experience of my athletes, and the athletes didn't really have a problem with it, to be honest. They were a bit like, oh, okay, like again, just like the spectators were, they were a bit taken aback by it, like, oh shit, yeah, okay, I didn't know it was here, didn't know it was, you know, in an event park or whatever they call it. But as I said, once you got over that fact, it was fucking fine, to be honest. Like, people, as always in fitness, just making a mountain out of a fucking molehill and making issues that don't really need to be made. So most people in fitness are pricks anyway, so it's yeah, they're only just carrying on what they're set out anyway. So yeah, but yeah, that was this week. As I said, we had a really good weekend at the show. I always try and take the positives out of things, and you know, the guys and girls done really well. So yeah, I was happy with the way the show went. I was happy with the results. As I said, we had 7 people compete, 6 people won, 2 overalls, and 1 person came second. So can't really complain there. I'm just going to put just 1 gram of baking powder in this, just 1 gram, mix it in and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, maybe a minute if it's a little bit loose, like in terms of sloshy, and it goes like a cake. So yeah, just add your 1 gram of baking powder in. Time to run it all. I wake up. So Herne Bay is around about 40 minutes drive for me, so I've just finished my pre-workout meal about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to sort out my pre-workouts and stuff. But just working away here with some of the guys and girls who are doing peak week. So I've got some of the questions that I get quite often from athletes is, oh, what will my diet look like tomorrow, for example, like when they're in peak week? And in all honesty, things change so rapidly in that final week. I never give out like tomorrow's diet. If somebody asked, I'll always say, prep the same food that you had today, and then we'll make minor tweaks and adjustments to it from there, because you might wake up in peak week and you honestly might find yourself sort of 2-3 pounds lighter overnight. If, for example, we're beginning to carb load you and push carbs in, you might actually find yourself 2-3 pounds heavier overnight. So it's really hard to predict sort of things that might happen in peak week. So peak week should always be taken as a day-by-day basis, and in the final few days, it should actually be taken from like an hour-by-hour basis, especially because when you pull water is one of the things that have almost an instant effect. Like loading carbohydrates doesn't have an instant effect, but starting to reduce and gradually pull water will have almost an instant effect. So for example, like carb loading, for example, like we can push carbs and then reassess the next day. If we sucked out all your water, we couldn't reassess the next day because the damage would already be done. So when we are going into the final days of prep, like it really is like an hour-by-hour basis, and in the final week it really should be a day-by-day basis. I don't agree with this sort of just give you a week's worth of peak week plan and then just sort of go from there. I am somebody who will look daily and then in the last few days look hourly, and if you ask any of the clients that I have, they'll always, especially in that final couple of days, been sending videos every single meal. After a meal, they send the video. After a meal, they send the video. Because I know how quickly that look can change in the last few days and weeks. So here, for example, I've got quite a few people competing this weekend in Oslo and also at the Two Bro show. They're all sending check-ins here and they're all getting sort of responses that say, this is what you need today, then let's have a look tomorrow. And when we get a little bit closer to the show, it'll be, let's have a look in 2 hours time. And that's how I think people should try and peak people rather than sort of give them a week plan at once. So I've just started my first cycle in a while, and I'm just using 25 milligrams of Proviron before I train. So my cycle at the moment is just 250 milligrams of test and 400 milligrams of Primobolan. And for somebody who is always touching around about 180, 120 kilos, people won't think that's a lot, but that's genuinely all I need to grow. I haven't used any type of gear consistently for a good 5 or 6 years. So now I'm quite consistent with my gear usage. You'll find that I grow good quality tissue quite quickly. I've been on cycle now about 3 weeks. I've gone from 115 to about 118 quite comfortably with no real change in body composition. So yeah, I'm just running that cycle at the minute, and I'll run that for 12 weeks. I'll probably bounce up to around about 122, 123 and gain some good quality tissue. Don't get me wrong, like I ain't gonna gain 7 kilos of tissue, but what I could gain is around about 3 or 4 kilos of good quality tissue over the next few weeks. A few more glycogen stores, a bit more water, of course a bit more body fat because I'm eating a little bit more, and then look to dial it down into Christmas and then see where I'm at sort of Christmas time. So yeah, alongside this I'll document my cycle, but I'm really happy with the way things are progressing. I'm the strongest I've been in a while, in all areas as well, like even my weaker body parts like back and chest are coming up quite well. So yeah, that's my cycle. As I said, I'll do 250 test, 400 milligrams of Primo, and I'll do 1 Proviron, which is a 25 milligram tablet, before every time I train. As I said, it's working really, really well. Very low side effect cycle, very mild cycle. There's nothing hard or aggressive in there. And yeah, and that's what I'm doing at the moment.
I played a cut with my homies, dressed in all black and we cozy. Can't say you love, you gotta show me. I ain't with my guys, then I'm dolly.
So a couple of bits we've done since we were last down here. We've got this nice presentation as people walk in. This is actually wallpaper. So what we do is we get custom wallpaper. So we get somebody to design the wallpaper, and then it's broken up into 6 sections, and then we just wallpaper it onto the side here. So you've got a nice welcome as you come in. It looks really cool actually. It looks really, really good and impressive. I haven't actually seen it until just now. So although it was sent on probably about a week, 2 weeks ago, I haven't actually seen it up until just now, but it looks really cool. I'm really, really happy with it. And also the guys built the equipment yesterday when I wasn't here. So one of the things that I try not to do is get involved too much. Like I'm quite a laid back person in terms of the way that I run the business. I'll say, right, this is what I expect from you, this is what I want you to do. Crack on and do it, and just come and see me if you've got any problems. And again, it's the first time I've been here probably now since the last video actually. So in the last couple of weeks, it's the last time I've been here. So to see it like this now, when it's probably got another like 10-15 pieces of equipment, it actually looks really good. Yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I'm really happy with it. The Atlantis stuff and the Prime stuff comes in about 3 or 4 weeks time, and again, same sort of thing. Like when it lands, when it arrives, I'll get the guys to crack on, deal with it, get it all set out, and then I'll just come and they'll give me a call if they've got any problems. But yeah, man, I'm really happy with the way the desk looks. Got all the speakers here ready to go for the weekend as well. 6 Yamaha speakers, like top of the range, quality speakers. And the way again that these work is that they're daisy chained all around the gym, so they just have little connectors and they go all around the gym, and I'll let the guys sort it out. So there's 6 speakers, in essence there's 4 walls, so I'll let them do the maths on that. But yeah, no, I'm really happy, really pleased coming in here and seeing it. Like, this looks wicked. As I said, it's only a soft opening. There's only maybe just shy of 100 people signed up, I believe, on a pre-signing, so they can all bring a friend along with them at the weekend as well. So hopefully then that their friend comes, trains here, enjoys it as well, and signs up as well, because it's going to be a fucking epic gym, man. Like when it's like what it looks like at the minute is fucking good. When it's got everything in it, it'll be fucking great. So yeah, looking forward to that, man. I'm gonna crack on with legs now. I've got legs and arms, so I'll do legs with a little bit of bis and tries at the end, because you can never have too big arms. And I'll get cracking on it now. Start with abductor today. This is a new hammer strength abductor actually. The reason you can tell it's the newer one is because the stack is actually heavier. It's 138 kilos on the stack. The foot holdings are actually a little bit fatter, so the foot holdings actually used to be quite small, but the foot holdings are a little bit fatter on these ones, and it's the new design by Hammer Strength. So yeah, this is quite a nice bit of kit. So starting on this today rather than the plate loaded one, do a couple of warm-up sets on this, get the hammies warm, and then I'll go into a press.
Some of y'all don't listen at all. The same shit they be pushing your buttons. Got a grown man having withdrawals. I don't mind if you don't listen that much. Yo, I just mind what you say for the crowd. But some of y'all don't listen at all. Some of y'all don't answer that call. Realize the movie that I was watching, it's the end of the world. Illuminati is coming. Gather the boys and girls and watches it all unfurls. They clutching at all their pearls and no one asking for guidance. Stimulus check, won't you cash app that? I got niggas and they said that respect they black. Politicians and they said don't know how to act. That's why we sitting on the wrong track. Back to the long track. And it's okay to be rich. My mama always told me I was destined for greatness, but my mama also, she told me take care of the kids and everybody around the world that can't fight for it. So it's a Kuna Matata, beast on the water, pray to provider, please don't divide us. Keep that and try to face your intruder to be someone brighter. Yeah, all the mind if you don't listen that much. Some of y'all don't listen at all. Same shit they be pushing your buttons. Got a grown man having withdrawals. I don't mind if you don't listen that much.
destruction, it's the end of the world. Illuminati is coming, gather the boys and girls and watches it all unfurls. They clutching at all they pearls and no one asking for guidance. Stimulus check, won't you cash app that? I got niggas and they said that respect they black. Politicians and they said don't know how to act. That's why we sitting on the wrong track, back to the long track. And it's okay to be rich. My mama always told me I was destined for greatness, but my mama also, she told me take care of the kids and everybody around the world that can't fight for it. So it's a Hakuna Matata, beast on the water, pray to provider, please don't divide us. Keep that and try to face your intruder to be someone brighter. Yeah, all in mind if you don't listen that much, but some of y'all don't listen at all. The same shit they be pushing your boys. Got a grown man having withdrawals. I don't mind if you don't listen that much, though I just mind what you say for the crowd. Cause some of y'all don't listen at all. Some of y'all don't answer that call.
So that was legs done here at Herne Bay, legs and arms actually, sorry. Looking forward to this gym opening, getting some bodies in here. I've just set the speakers up as well now, so they will be live from the open. I don't need music to train, I just train because I enjoy training. But yeah, speakers just been set up, just 2 out of 6 actually speakers at the minute set up because we need to sort out some plug sockets and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to the opening on Saturday, and now I'll go home and you'll see a bit of the mentoring that I'm doing at the moment with a couple of guys as well. So one of the aspects of the business that we look at is the mentoring. So mentoring students will be set up on themonday.com on a platform like this, and every week they're set tasks. So here for example you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tasks that they need to do, and what they do is we just add them to the board and then they tick it off as done or incomplete. And again, same here on this second week here. As we scroll down, you can see that we just set them more tasks here every single week, and then they'll tick them off as done or not done. So I'm going to have a call with Laura later actually. So again, we'll set her some more tasks, make sure that she's completed all the tasks. And she's somebody who is new to the industry. She's competed before but now wants to get into some coaching as well, and help people achieve their physique goals as well. So we'll jump on a call with her later, but that's just a little dive into the mentoring as well. So there's a physical board that we put people on, they tick it off as the status is completed. We jump on a call with them every single week, set them new tasks, new goals, and that's how we do the sort of one-to-one mentoring as well. So you'll see later I have a mentoring call with Jace. He wants to look at making sure that he's got a VA who is doing bits and bobs for him, so sort of set some standards for that VA, and he's potentially looking at bringing another coach on board, and again set some standards for that coach as well, making sure that they're adherent to his standards. So you'll see us jump on a call with him as well, and also as I said at 6 o'clock I've got a call with Laura as well today, and what we'll do is we'll go through some basic mentoring, well more basic mentoring with her because she's just starting her business, where Jace is obviously an established coach who's bringing other people on board. So you'll see 2 different sides of mentoring here as well. So now I'm home from the gym. What I'll do is I'll go through any emails that came through when I was training. I will go through any WhatsApp that came through when I was training. So at the minute I've got 8 WhatsApps. So I always actually try and keep it under like 10 or 12, otherwise it really stresses me out. So I'll go through these 8 emails. I've got a call in 13 minutes, which I'm already prepared for with all my notes here. So yeah, I'll just go through these, knock these emails out, and then we'll jump on our first mentoring call of the evening.
Life is what you make it. My shit been amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places. I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive.
So just wrapped up a mentoring call with Jace there. Jace looking to bring a couple of employees on in his business. So that's something that I've done over the last couple of years. Obviously I've had the gym now for 6 years, so I've had people working for me for about 6 years. I've had an assistant work for me full time for just over a year. We've had coaches work for us for the last couple of years. So Jace just really wanted to pick my brains on sort of how to find a good VA. VA stands for virtual assistant, so it's like a PA but online. How to find a good VA, what sort of tasks you should give them, when he's looking to onboard other coaches for his brand, what sort of standards should he set them, what sort of price should he charge. All of this, like, really, really important information, because when you get to a point where your business, there's shit there, Jack, watch out. When you get to a point where your business is at full capacity, like Jace is at full capacity, he's going to struggle to take on more clients because he's already got enough clients. When you're at full capacity, you can't leave money on the table. As a business, you can't leave money on the table. So how do you then keep earning money? How do you keep growing as a business? You know, it's something that people do struggle with, and especially in the fitness industry, people do struggle to let go because they've built their business from the ground up. They might be on 50 clients, 60 clients, 70 clients, and they're at full capacity. Jace is on far more than that, and it was something that I advised him actually about 12 months ago to do, and just because he is busy, he's only just got around to doing it. But it is a very, very difficult task. To bring on a staff member is a very, very difficult task. So we just went through sort of what you should be looking for, what sort of roles can they take, what sort of experience do they need, what areas of experience do they need. With these other coaches, as I said, how much he should be charging for them and how much he should be paying for them. Because again, you have to remember, when you're VAT registered like he is and like we are, you lose 20% straight away. So if I'm charging 100 quid, then I lose £20 straight away. So my charge rate is actually only £80 because I have to pay £20 VAT. So yeah, so I went for a really, really good call with him. And now actually I've got a call on the complete other end of the spectrum. So Jace is somebody who's at 200 plus clients. I've now got somebody next who is brand new to coaching and who doesn't have any clients. So I mentor people who are at the very, very start, and I also mentor people who are at the top end as well. And it's a great job. It's such a great job, man, because I learn so much from these guys, and hopefully these guys learn so much from me. And it also helps me home in on my skills and possibly work on the things that I've missed as well. So yeah, mentoring is great. And if you've got any questions about mentoring, just let me know. What we've seen today is me go through some bits at Herne Bay, which is really, really exciting. As I said, that gym is the best I've seen it now so far before the soft opening. I think the front looks really, really cool. You've got all the new bits of kit in there, the new bits of hammer in there. And as I said, it is just waiting for the big Nautilus 9 cable station, all the Atlantis stuff, all the Prime stuff. But that will be here in October. And again, you'll get to see all of that, and you'll get to see it landing and how we get it into the gym, because people don't really understand how tough it is actually to move gym kit into a gym. Like, these big heavy containers come and they've not got trolleys or anything. Like, you literally have to lug equipment into the gym. So that'll be quite fun watching that as well, and how we get equipment into the gym. You've seen some of the mentoring stuff that we've done today. So as I said, we were looking at somebody who is an elite level coach and how they can expand their business. And now we're going to look at somebody who, as I said, or we've looked at somebody who is just starting as well. So where do they start? How do they start? So we've gone at both ends of the spectrum today, which is great. So as I said, we've looked at Jace's business and said, right, you are now at full capacity. How can we stop leaving money on the table? How can we stop missing these inquiries because you're too busy? How can we bring somebody on board? What are we looking for? What are the skills that they need to have? What attributes do they need to possess? So we're looking at then scaling up his business as well. And as I said, we spoke to Laura today as well, who has literally just started, and somebody who wants to get into online coaching. So where does she start? Does she start with a logo? Does she start with graphic design? Where does she actually start? So we've looked at both aspects of the business today, and mentoring, as I said, is such a important thing. It's so important to be accountable to someone. It's so important for somebody who has been there and done it, to help you not make the mistakes that they made. And that's priceless. And that's a lot of the time what mentoring is, stopping you from wasting money and spending money where you don't need it, and wasting time and spending time where you don't need it. So we can help, me personally, I can help guide a lot of people through a very, very tough road, through lots and lots of lefts and rights, and keep you on a straight path here with mentoring. So if you've got any questions or queries about mentoring, just let me know. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Bit of a different workout as well. Like, I always train legs and arms together, so not many people do that, so it's a bit different. But hopefully you've enjoyed what LRF2 looks like at Herne Bay. You've learned a little bit about the mentoring. So yeah, any questions or queries, as always, let me know. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next video.